I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Now, I've watched a lot of content and I've seen a lot of content creators out here today just overzealous, happy about the news that dropped. Of course, we still have a few more hours over here in the States. So we actually can't pre-order it right now. But the news is dropped. What we were all waiting for, what we were all anticipating, the price, was the actual pre-order date actually a thing? Because nobody seemed to have any information on it. And we just couldn't fathom Rockstar being so cocky enough to release a pre-order date and basically have us, no one ask questions, don't ask questions, just give me money. Buy product, consume product, because that's actually what we are now. We are consumers of the United States, not citizens. I'm first to admit I was completely wrong. I thought that they would stick with the $70 price tag, but I was hopeful and optimistic that they would go even lower to maybe $60 to adhere to more clientele, but apparently Rockstar had other ideas in mind. So let's see. Now, take it for what you will, but the game does look good. The game, and we expected that. But $80, where is the actual? No, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. $80 standard price. And you might as well say that there's no reason to get the standard edition. Now this caught me off guard. This caught me by surprise. I didn't think, but I should have known. I mean, we are over here for GTA Plus when Rockstar actually locked content behind a paywall and actually took content away from us and put it behind a paywall for a game that was going on what? I don't even remember when GTA Plus went live, but had to be over a decade. We allowed this, and buying it is, like I said before, I was so against subscription-based content, but I'm only one man. Can't fight this fight on my own. Even though I never actually engaged in GTA Plus, there's people out there that did this. This is what laid the runway for them to actually feel comfortable doing stuff like this. And I mean, well, okay, let's go back. We'll go into the vintage pack. This is for us Gen Xers. This is to tickle that nostalgia bone that we have as far as how they did with NCAA football. The nostalgia factor that's what this is for. I mean, I know you have, younger gamers that have possibly played Vice City, but all of this is a callback to us, the Miami Vice, apparel here, the hairdo, the little Saturday night specials. Those look like 22s. I could be wrong. Could be 38. I don't know. But yeah, one of the first cars you get, and more than likely you'll probably get the classic palm tree teal colored Tommy Vercetti shirt as well. But this is the part that, besides the fact that there's not an actual copy of the disc, and we'll get into that later, this is something that I never expected them to do. But I should not be surprised, because at the end of the day, Rockstar is still a branch of 2K, and now they have fully gone dark side. Anakin is no more. There is no more Anakin left in Rockstar, the company. They have completely gone fucking Darth Vader. And You know, it's like you're not going to get this with the $80 pre-order. And you know, they're basically forcing you to get the $100 Ultimate Edition or risk having content locked away from you. Stores, outfits, hairstyles, locations, customized cars, customized weapons. I mean, Jesus, this is bad. This is bad. And as I stated, I'm not mad. I'm just completely disappointed. I had this way off. I mean, and like I said, you can't deny it. The game does look good. But is it worth pre-ordering for an actual case with a code in it? I am a big facet of physical media. You know, I kind of feel like Clark Griswold on that scene where, you know, in Christmas Vacation, you know, I've gotten the collector's edition every year, but this one. If you don't want to give people a collector's edition, fine. But when people expect them as part of their content package, well, what you did, sir, just sucks. You know, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is the original PS3 collector's edition of GTA 5 that I received. Also had the PlayStation or the Grand Theft Auto 4 version that I got. The I think with that one came with like a safety deposit box or something like that. I remember it, but I think that was even before phones were really a thing that one came out. But I did have that one as well, and I'm really not excited about this. On a day where I thought that I would just be overflowing with excitement for actual news on this game, I can say that when I actually got up and saw on Twitter that they had released this, it just sucked all the air out the room. I mean, I actually am not. I mean, it killed all my hype for this. I mean, and you know, let's not be ridiculous here. I'm still going to purchase the actual game, like everybody else. But the fact of what we're being dealt, it's not something that I can get hype over. I mean, I am actually, everything that I've seen and read today on this site has been disappointment. You know, yeah, the classic cheetah, the, you know, some of the apparel. It's all nostalgia bait. That's all this is. And honestly, like if you look at the interior of this, that looks good. Yes, that looks good. But this is still just a picture. I mean, you know how many pictures I have in my phone where I look better than a video? I need to see this stuff in motion. They've cut cost on production of physical DVDs. We're not reaping the benefits of those savings. And now they've cut cost on marketing because they're saying, you know, hey, we're putting this pre-order date out and you're going to pre-order it at full price. And I've just seen people clicking that button. And while we're on that subject, I want to make sure, do some research on this. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, we can't actually pre-order it until, you know, several more hours today. But I think as soon as you pre-order that game, your GTA Plus free that comes with the month free subscription of GTA Plus, I think that goes live then. And it's a automatic renewal. It recurs over the time. So if you, like so many of these other subscriptions on TV, on, you know, TV subscriptions, if you forget to go in there and cancel that, it's going to continue to charge you for that. And, you know, I know it's $8 a month. That's a drop in the bucket for some. It's not enough for me to actually subscribe to a game, but you know, you might not see that. You might not notice that on your statement. So you're just going to be constantly charged for GTA Plus unless you remember to go in and cancel that subscription. So for those of you that can actually reserve it right now, and when those out there decide to go and pre-order it, do some research on that and make yourself a mental note. If you got to put a note in your calendar on your phone or whatever, to make sure to go in there and unsubscribe for that after your free month is up, or risk being charged another fee. I mean, just even that. I mean, the fact that Rockstar has blurred the lines between them and EA and companies like Ubisoft now, it's astounding to me. And like I said, this actually looks good. This was to be expected. The detail in the guns and weaponry and everything from the detail that they had in Red Dead Redemption 2. But it all looks good, and I can't deny that. But I mean, man, the only silver lining that I can pick in this cloud. Wait a minute. Okay, so Jason Duval is his name. Lucia Caminos, El Caminos. Somebody at Rockstar, whether dev or somebody in upper management, somebody has a love for El Caminos. Either it was their first car or their favorite car. Because her initials spell out El Camino, which was a popular car back in the 70s, 80s, or whenever. And I think Jason's actual car of choice is an El Camino, right? I thought I saw that in one of the what was it, the Vapid or the Dinka? No, the Dinka is the motorcycle. What was it, that car called? There it is. Yeah, the Vapid Ganado, which is a offset of the parody of El Camino. And her name actually initials with the first initials and the last name spell out El Camino. So yeah, it's a little Easter egg. I haven't noticed that before, but let's go to some of the other screenshots. Well, you know what? Let's just go through all of the goodies that you get for your $100 price tag on the actual Ultimate Edition. But I mean, my God, guys, this was just what could have been so good turned out to be so bad. And as I was saying before, the only silver lining that I can find, I try and find the glass half full type shit in everything in life. Them charging $80 for Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to give other companies and developers and other games the idea that they can do it. And you're going to see your games like your next Assassin's Creed, your NBA 2K, your Maddens try and charge $80. And quickly after that, you will see posts on their website and videos on YouTube about layoffs expected soon, because they are going to burn their goodwill with their customers, and they're going to price them out. Then they're going to wonder where all the money went, where all of our support went, where did all our player base go? And the simple fact is, you don't have a $80 game. This game, while disgusting, it is justified that it is a $80 game. The amount of content you're going to get, the amount of work they put in, I get that. Other games are not doing that. You got games coming out where they're not optimized for PC, game-breaking glitches, crashing systems, and you want to tell me that those games are worth $80? And I mean, I've seen a lot of people kind of white knighting and caping for Rockstar, saying that the fact that this game took so long to make and cost so much to make is the fact that we should give them a pass. But that's bullshit, because anybody out there remember how long it took Cyberpunk to come out? I don't know how much they spent on development for that game, but it was supposed to be the next big thing. It was supposed to revolutionize gaming, just evolve, send us in a whole different trajectory. And the only thing that thing did was, after I loaded it up and had my first game breaking glitch, once I figured out that it wasn't actually part of the game, I mean, like, it was in the actual bar. I'm sitting there, I'm walking through the bar at the I think it was a Coyote bar in the game, and the lady didn't have no damn legs. And I thought that there was just a cybernetic, amputee or something like that. No, it was a glitch. I picked up guns that I couldn't shoot. I thought that, these guns must have a palm scanner and you can't shoot them if it's not actually your fingerprint or not your palm scan. No. Game breaking glitches and bugs, bro. For a game that took, I don't know, I know it was well over a decade to make. So that's not an excuse. But locking shit, content behind a paywall, separating your player base, forcing everybody to buy your more expensive version, and then giving them less. I'd be surprised to know if the damn physical edition, and that's another thing, Rockstar don't ever in your fucking life call a key card or a coupon or digital code a physical edition. We are not stupid. And I mean, you're going to get that, probably not going to have a map in it, probably just going to be a slip of paper with a computer generated code on there. And I mean, I'm to the point where I'm like, I'm not even excited about pre-ordering it, because I'm like, now, what are they going to run out of ones and zeros? Are you going to run out of codes? No, you're not. So it's like no point in me trying to go. And the simple fact is, I actually asked around some places here in my hometown of if anybody had any idea on how they were going to handle pre-orders, if they were going to be doing midnight openings, midnight releases, just to get a pre-order, anything. Nobody knew anything. And that was yesterday. And I'm like, damn, the game comes out or pre-orders in 2 days and nobody knows anything. So that was red flag number one. And then they pull this. No trailer, no gameplay. I mean, man, I can't believe we got segregation in video games. We're to that point where you're locking out a certain player base, the ones that maybe can't afford the $100 version, you're locking them out of content. Like, man, and like, I was one of those people. If you go back and look at some of my videos, I was actually excited for this day, but today I woke up with nothing but disappointment. Nothing but disappointment. And one of my friends actually told me, he was like, I don't know why you're so upset about the digital only. You're mainly a PC player. While that is true, and I think that that's kind of what they've kind of hung their hat on, and think that they've conditioned us to be, hey, these PC guys, they're buying stuff on Steam and GOG and Epic Game Store, and they're not getting any physical copies, so we can do it too. I was already pissed off that I have to actually get this game on a console anyway. I wish it would have just released, and now I don't understand why you couldn't if you're not doing physical disc, if you're saving so much fucking money on production of CDs or DVDs, whatever, or Blu-rays, whatever games are printed on. You're saving so much money on that. You're obviously saving a shit ton of money on marketing because you're actually releasing a trailer a year. So you could have actually maybe released this game day and date on PC. But no, I have to play this on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox X. Man, but yeah, I didn't mean for this video to go on this long with me rambling, but I mean, man, the simple fact that all I'm seeing is people just overly excited about this, and like, I'm sorry, I do not find any reason to be excited or hyped about this anymore. Like I said, the only thing that I can just kind of grit my teeth and bring some positive outlook on it is the fact that they are going to be the actual Trojan horse for a lot of other games to actually try and put their games out at $80 or higher. Their games aren't worth $80 or higher, and that's going to torpedo and destroy their companies. And there's a lot of them, a lot of companies out there that fate is way past due. So can you imagine your next Ubisoft game coming out at 80 plus? Your next Assassin's Creed, your next Fallout or Bethesda game, or your next sport game, 2K, Madden, Call of Duty. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine them thinking that they have the green light because they can compete with Rockstar on this? As upset as a lot of us are, the actual people that are being honest with themselves that aren't actually shilling for this fucking company, if they're actually out here being truthful with themselves to the fact where they can be like, you know, yeah, this isn't a good look, but I understand you gotta take a couple deep breaths, you know, get yourself together, make sure to put on your smile, make sure your smile looks good, and you're all hype, and you do your ghost face thumbnail, all excited about this. I'm not him. That is not me. But we allowed this. We let it get to this point, and the whole "you will own nothing and you'll like it" sentiment, that just, it's come full circle. But, you know, not for everybody. Come on, Ubisoft. Make your next Assassin's Creed or your next Division game or Rainbow Six game. Up the price on that. EA, you know, Activision, Infinity War, whoever. Make your game. Good for few, not good for you. Trust me. That is going to torpedo your company, and I can't wait to see it. Like I said, you'll see that. You'll see the next games increasing their prices to 80, 90, trying to do $100 bundles. Next thing you'll know, you'll be seeing layoffs expected soon. Expected to lay off 50% of the company. 400, 500 people are going to be laid off. But as I stated, yeah, the game looks good, but I'm not excited. Not anymore. Not about this pre-order. Will I get it? Yes, I will. So, you know, I'm not even going to be one of those type of people that you'd be like, oh, well, you're so unhappy about it. I better not see you on PlayStation you playing it, or I better not look on Xbox. I'm going to get the game. But that's the problem. They know that people are going to get this game. And we didn't stand up for this shit soon enough, and now we're reaping the benefits for it right now. This is all on us, guys. We allowed these corporations and these I mean, hell, it's really nobody else to put the blame on, because you're only as powerful as the head of the snake, and we've allowed these corporations to feel like they can get away with this, and they are, and we've allowed it. So we are forced to pay $80 for a watered down version of a game where the content is already there. But if you want the extra content, you want those extra stores, locations, tattoos, clothes, cars, only up 20 more bucks. I just know that this is gonna price some of the people out. They're not gonna be able to afford $100 game. Not to mention the fact that they mentioned nothing in this whole little release, this press release. They mentioned nothing about GTA Online, so they'll probably fucking charge for that too, and that's really going to put people over the threshold of what, you know. And I mean, all those other games that were trying to duck and dodge about coming out around this game and everything like that, they priced y'all out as well, because at this point, you know, people aren't going to be able to afford buying 4 and 5 games a year anymore. So, but yeah, this is the old Walmart tactic. Mark it up just to mark it down and call it a sale. So Yeah, it's bad, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for stopping in, hearing me rant about this. There ain't too much to rave about, so if you guys like the content, if you feel like I feel, drop a subscribe here. You know, like and subscribe on the video, guys. Because even though I probably will be doing more content on this game, maybe some streams. Even though I said yesterday in my video, I did not want to stream this game too much because of the simple fact that I don't want to spoil it. I actually want to sit and enjoy it. But, you know, if you guys agree, you know, chime off in the comments. I'd like to know how many people out there are well aware of the bullshit that's being pulled and what we're actually having to deal with right now. So, with that being said, remember, I am Yasuke. We are Ronin. Expect us. Peace, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.